If you're after a little bit of extra energy, a new drink to try, and one that doesn't have any sugar, you should definitely check out a G Fuel. G Fuel has a bunch of different flavors. Some of my favorites I'd recommend are watermelon, Wampa fruit from Crash Bandicoot, strawberry and banana, guava, and also strawberry shortcake you could actually mix with milk. Now, some of the hydration non-caffeine flavors are Blue Rocker Pop and Dragon Fruit are my two favorites there. If you want to check this out, you definitely should. The link is in the description of the video. You can use code SALT for 30% off your order and give it a try. If you're not really sure what flavor to get, you actually get a starter kit as well, and it'll be like a bunch of little different flavors and sachets you can try it yourself. Alright people, let's get into the battles. What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're a full shiny white Pokemon team. Last week we did a shiny blue team, so I thought we'd do a white one today because there's some really cool shinies in this color. If you want to check me out on Twitch, make sure you do. That's where I do all my live streams, take all my battles, and that sort of thing. So I had some really great battles today, and I really hope you enjoyed them. People in the comment section may have to translate the opponent's name for me. I don't really know what it is. I'm sure someone will be able to. Alright, I just want to do a small congratulations too to whoever actually did the online banning for the .com names. You did such a good job. Now, we got an Aurora Sleet here, right? Now, this Aurora Sleet not only is like a really cool, nice, it's like a snowy white color, it's actually going to be snowing at the same time. So I've got this Stealth Rock set, and it's also a Aurora Veil set with Blizzard and Psychic. So we got max health and max special attack here. What I'm going to be doing first is going for the Veil, right? Now, Uxie is going to be going for a naughty little hack Stealth Rock there, and it's going to be putting those rocks on the field. Now, what I wanted to do, right, is I actually wanted to put my Veil up, and I wanted to put my Stealth Rocks in there as well. Normally, I don't really use entry ads too much unless like a Pokemon sweep, but today I decided to put some in, right, and it actually served pretty well on my team. So we've got the leftovers recovery there on the Uxie. It's going to go for a Yawn here, so I'm thinking, okay, now Stealth Rocks and Yawn is a little bit of a nasty combo, right, because you feel inclined to swap your Pokemon out, then the opponent can easily go for another Yawn on your incoming Pokemon, and the cycle just keeps going, and you take more Stealth Rocks damage, and they'll probably break Sleep Force and put your whole team to sleep, right? So I found the best way, if you're not running like any sort of specific rules there, is just to stay in and do as much damage as possible, right? And then probably bring a Pokemon in and take out, or you may even wake up. So we got the Uxie this gets hit pretty hard there. It's about a 3-hit KO, maybe a 4 after the leftover recovery. So a very bulky, special defensive Uxie. It's very, very nice Pokemon there. I've used it a lot myself. So Aurorus is going to fall to sleep there. We got the Uxie swapping its little hacked, naughty self out of there. And look at this, people. They have adapted now. So not only did they move the dot, they actually put a space between the dot and the .com. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't even know what to say anymore. Anyway, so Garchomp's going to come in here, and it's going to go for a Sword Dance. And that is... it's kind of a risky play, because if I do wake up and get a Blizzard off right, Garchomp is going to be absolutely destroyed, and that's exactly what happens. So Garchomp is going to go down to a Blizzard there, and that's going to give me a nice little early start there. So that was really, really good. In that case, it was good for my Aurora to stay in there on the sleep. The thing about that is I could have still stayed asleep and Garchomp could have taken me out. So it was a little bit of a pump there, but it did pay off. So we got, they did move the .com on this one. So once again, we got a full hack Pokemon team. So we got the Cinderace coming. It's going to go for a high jump kick on my Auroras. Now I do have a screen up, and I was kind of interested to see if I actually would live this one, and I didn't. So Auroras is going to go down, but it was worth a try for the memes, right? So the Hail is going to go off the field too, and I'm going to bring in my Adaptability Retaliate EV here. Now, this is actually a G-Max EV, and we're thinking about maybe doing the G-Max maybe towards the end of the battle. So we got Retaliate, Bite, Double Kick, and Copycat, right? Now, Choice Scarf and Copycat is kind of fun to do, but it's very, very situational. At this point, I'm going to go for Retaliate there because my Aurorus did actually faint, so it's going to be a full base bout. Now, Cinderace is going to miss with a high jump kick, and it's going to take a fair bit of damage there, and Eevee is going to finish off that naughty little hack Cinderace. So we're off to a flying start here. I'm going to be real with you all. I actually kind of expected a little bit of a salty DC there after the miss there, but, they stayed in the battle. So the next Pokemon is Hawkeye, which is, it's not even Hawkeye.com. So we got the Decidueye here. It's going to take some Stealth Rocks damage there. I'm going to swap my Eevee out here because I want to leave it for later, plus I'm locked into Retaliate, right? And we're going to go into Slazzle because I'm expecting a Grass-type move. Now, this Slazzle set is pretty interesting. We're going to go over that one attempt. So Decidueye is going to go for a Sword Dance. That's the second Sword Dance Pokemon. What was this? Sword Dance Sammy? Anyway, so on this set, right, it's pretty interesting. We've got a Nasty Plot set with Belch, Endure, Fire Blast, and we've got Staffberry. Now, Star Berry is a really cool berry. It actually boosts a random stat by 2 stages. Obviously, we're in that range. Obviously, I wasn't going to go for I didn't want to mess around going for Endure because it does have stuff like Sucker Punch and Shadow Sling. So I just dropped that decision, right? So in comes the Uxie again. I'm thinking, okay, this is probably going to have something like Psychic. This is a Psychic type move, so let's go for Endure right here. But they are going to Dynamax their Uxie. So it's like, okay. If they waste a turn of their Dynamax here, that'll be really, really good. And it will activate the power of my Belch too. So with the move Belch, right, it's a poison type move. However, before you can actually use the move Belch, you need to be able to consume a berry, right, which is very tricky to do sometimes. So I'm going to go for the Endure there, hoping I can get like an activation on my special attack, but the chances are pretty wild, right? You got to go like all through the random stats. So here comes this, I'm guessing a Psychic or Side Shock, whatever one of those 2 moves are. Both would have absolutely annihilated my Slazzle, and that's going to take me on 1 health there. So the Psychic terrain is on the field, and it's going to be a pretty powerful Pokemon to take up. So my Berry is going to be kicking in here, and guess what, people? I get that fat special attack boost. That was so lucky there. So now I can fire off a fully powered up Belch at my opponent. Remember, this is a very bulky special defensive Uxie, and it tanks it there. So wild bulk there, and that is going to take up my Slazzle. But that was really cool. I got to show my strategy there. In normal circumstances, if the opponent hadn't Dynamax there, that Slazzle was absolutely sweeping through the rest of the team. So they were lucky they had a little bit of extra bulk on the Uxie, because I think that could have been over there. So it's time to swap in Eevee. This is the Troscarf Eevee with adaptability, and I've got my full boost on Retaliate now that a Pokemon has fainted. So I'm going to be outspeeding that, and I'm going to be dropping that Uxie, which is really, really good. So we've taken out 4 Pokemon now, and I've only lost 2 Pokemon. So things are, I'm in a very, very strong position right now. Now, my opponent did, like, they had a no-joke team too, so I was pretty happy with how things were going, right? I did have a little bit of good luck at the start there for sure. So this is where the battle kind of got long, exactly like something else. So we got the Eevee, right? I got to swap this out because it's not going to do much damage with an unboosted Retaliate, and it is, of course, a Eternatus, right? So Guzzlord here was a pretty interesting stockpile set. I thought they might just go for a Dynamax Cannon, but they went for a Cosmic Power, so I'm thinking, okay, Cosmic Power. This is definitely going to be like a stalling set here. Like, do they just have a Dragon type move for coverage? Like, what other moves they have? I know in Eternatus moveset, it does have Recover, so a lot of time it can run like Cosmic Power and Recover like stalling sets. But I just wanted to see what the set was going to be first. So here comes the Cosmic Power from the Eternatus again. I actually went for a Dragon Tail on my Guzzlord. This is a stockpile Swallow. Don't get any ideas. Dragon Tail and Dragon Breath Guzzlord there. So we're going to have the Dragon Tail swapping out the Eternatus, and all those boosts are gone, and we got the... Oh, no, not another one! So we got another one of these naughty Pokemon coming in. Good job, guys. Excellent job cleaning up the Wi-Fi there. So my Guzzlord really can't do a lot here. I can just go for Dragon Tail and phase them out a little bit, and it sort of works well with the Aurorus and the Guzzlord combo. So they're going to set that Reflect up there. I do pretty minimal damage there. However, it is going to take more Stealth Rock damage incoming there. So both of them seem like fairly like bulky sort of support sets. So I'm thinking, okay, if I can break through, maybe the Eternatus is going to be the hard one, right? Depending on whether it's got Recover or not. I haven't seen that it's got any other like attacking moves either, because if a Guzzlord gets hit by a Dynamax Cannon, it will do a lot. So here comes the Toxic. I had a nasty feeling that it'd have Toxic after I seen the Cosmic Power, and I'm thinking it's got to have Recover, right? It has to have Recover, and then one maybe like attacking move then. So go for another Dragon Tail there. Eternatus is going to be down to below half health after my Guzzlord swaps it back in again, and we got the Regidrago coming in here, right? So Regidrago can hit me with a Dragon type move there. It will do a fair bit of damage. The Guzzlord EVs. This was a max health and max defensive set here. So here comes the Dragon Claw. It does a lot of damage for me. Since Guzzlord has got a lot of health, I was able to tank that one and get another Dragon Tail off there. Dragon Tail does pretty good damage there. So that is going to be in some nearly nice KO range for maybe my EV. I was thinking about that. Maybe G-maxing my EV, right? So Eternatus is going to get dragged out again. Stealth Rock is going to do some more damage here, right? So now I think, okay, they're definitely going to have to use Dynamax Cannon, or are they going to keep going for like Cosmic Power like over and over again? So Guzzlord is pretty much here on its last turn of the poison damage, and there comes the Recover. So I was like, I knew it. So at the moment, this has got Recover, it's got Toxic, and it's got Cosmic Power. What attacking move does this Eternatus have? I don't know, like I haven't seen one yet. So getting off a final pink tail there coming from my shiny Guzzlord, which is pretty cool. And Regidrago is going to get forced to come in here. So it's only got a little bit of health left here. They've burned up their Dynamax, so there's not going to be any Dynamax surprises. And I was thinking here, I could actually swap in my Eevee here and maybe try and get some, maybe a KO with this and hit it with a really, really hard adaptability normal type move, right? Coming off my Retaliate, of course. So Eevee's going to take some more Stealth Rock damage here. I can go for Retaliate and take this out, but I thought, nah. What I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to go for a Max Knuckle coming off Double Kick. And I was a little bit worried that Max Knuckle may not take it out. I mean, Eevee doesn't exactly have the greatest attack in the world, but I took the gamble anyway and went for that. Look how big and floofy this Eevee is, right? Beautiful cry there as well. So go for the G-Max Double Kick, which is going to get turned into Max Knuckle, and it's going to give me attack boost, right? So I thought if I could get that advantage against the opponent, it would be nice. I lived on 1 health on the Dragon Claw. Unfortunately, I got actually outsped. I was kind of hoping I would outspeed and then go for another Max Knuckle if it didn't take it out. So at this stage, right, I was thinking, okay, all I can do here is go for the Max Guard, and the next turn go for the Max Guard again, and then when my Choice Scarf is back into effect, go and take it out with the Disrespect Double Kick. That was my only option. Unfortunately, the second Max Guard is going to fail there, and I couldn't swap it out due to Stealth Rocks, so down goes Eevee. That's kind of unfortunate. I got very, very close there. If only I got that second Max Guard, I would have been able to take it out with Double Kick. That would have been absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's go into Zeraora here, another really cool white shiny Pokemon. There's actually quite a few really, really nice ones too that I couldn't fit into this team. I just picked like 6 like really cool looking ones out. So this is going to be a special Zeraora. I'm sure you're surprised by that. And it's going to be a Throat Spray set. So max speed, max special attack. Now a way to boost our special attack here is with the Throat Spray and the Snarl combination. I've also got Grass Knot in this. I've got Rising Voltage. Yes, something else is rising, and that's there for coverage, right? And I've also got Focus Mister just to top off an amazing team. So Eternatus is going to come in here. We already know that it's got Recover. We know that it's got Toxic. We know it's got Cosmic Power. What other move does it have? It must have one attacking move. So firstly, I thought if it is sneaking that Dynamax Cannon up its sleeve, if it's got sleeves, I'm going to be dropping that special attack button. So now Cosmic Power is going to be the go-to move here from the Eternatus. So they are stalling me out with a Black Sludge bulky Eternatus. Now, I actually have tried to set out like this before. It's actually very, very bulky, right? So go for more Snarls here. Unfortunately, for the Eternatus, this is the only move I can really do because all of the other moves are not very effective. Like, Rising Voltage, Focus Miss, and Grass Knot. They're not going to do anything to Eternatus, at all there. So we got some more Black Sludge recovery there. Black Sludge recovery is actually doing almost as much as my Snarl damage here. But I just wanted to make sure that its special attack was absolutely dropped there, just in case they'd hide like a Dynamax Cannon there, right at the very end. So now they're going to go for the Toxic on my Zeraora. I actually have their number of Pokemon on my side at the moment, so if we do get down to the clock, I could possibly win. But it all depends, right, whether I could actually, I actually really want to take them out. So we've got 3 minutes left of the battle here. Zeraora is not going to do anything here. I know that they're going to go for Recover this turn, and I want to see if I can take this out. So we're going to go into Zygarde. Now, this Zygarde set was absolutely straight fine. Now, I've run this Zygarde set for a while. I think I ran this back in Gen 6 or 7, one of those times. I can't really remember, but it's been a while since I've run this. It's been a hot minute since I've run this Zygarde set. So, pretty much the Eternatus has got all of its health back here. I've got a Bind, Sandstorm, Dragon Breath, and Rest set. Now, this set, obviously, you set the Sandstorm up, right, which is very helpful for the Zygarde, right, and you also do damage to the opponent. Then you go for the Bind, which is going to do fixed damage every single time at the start, at the end of the turn, right, so that'll sort of get around some of those Cosmic Power boosts. Now, I know that Eternatus does have Recover, but it's only got a certain amount of Recovers. Now, the item on this is Chesto Berry, and I've also got Rest here. They don't know that I've got Rest at this point in time either, which is kind of funny. So, they probably think, oh, I've got both of these Pokemon. They're going to go down to Poison. They're going to keep going for another Cosmic Power. So, they are stalling the heck out of me at the moment with, like, probably 1.5 minutes left on the battle. So, I'm going to go for the Bind there, but Bind is going to miss somehow. I'm not sure how you miss with Bind, but basically, you just hug the Eternatus. Anyway, so I thought, you know what? I'm taking some extra toxic damage. We've probably got like about a minute, close to a minute around the rest of the battle. Let's go for a rest, and then they pop to Protect. This was how scummy their set was. They had Recover, Protect, Cosmic Power, and Toxic. It's so bad. So they were just pure stall right. So there's nothing they could do at all. Completely walled there. I'm going to show them my rest there with a Chesto bird there, and they're going to get buffeted by the sandstorm. They probably thought they didn't have any way to get around the toxic. And guess what, people? Guess what here? I'm thinking, well, they're either going to cancel or just go for the next move here. I went for Dragon Breath for a bit of Assault, and they cancelled the battle there. So a very, very good game there. My opponent got completely walled by my Zygarde there. Then I would have remained victorious if it was an hour battle, because they would have run out of PP recover in the end there. Anyway, let's get on to the second battle. I'm not sure what this opponent's name is either, but once again, I'm sure a lovely person in the comment section will translate that for me. So we've got a Landorus lead, never seen one of them before, and I've got my Aurorus lead here. So I do have the type advantage here. However, I will get hit pretty hard by like an earthquake, right? So it's going to drop my attack. I'm not running a physical Aurorus today, and we're going to have that snow warning up. So I thought, it's important I get this snow warning up with the Veil, and then I can maybe set my own Stealth Rock up. So we got a Stealth Rock lead here. Most of these teams I come across were setting up Stealth Rocks, right? So it sort of was handy that I was able to, get my Veil up, and that almost allowed me to get my Stealth Rock up at the same time. So getting that Veil up there, which is going to be really nice. Obviously, I got the item that extends it for 8 turns, rather than like an Icy Rock or something like that, right? So here comes the Earthquake. It is a clear 3-hit KO against my Auroras. I've just got so much health on this, and we've got the Veil up too. So I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks here, and obviously got my Veil up. So now what I can do, it's kind of similar to the first battle, right? Their lead Pokemon couldn't really take me out. They needed a couple of really big hits, and I'm actually able to go for a Blizzard here and take out the Landorus. So it's sort of similar to the Uxie Garchomp sort of scenario in the first battle, right? So bearing a good Pokemon there, being Landorus, that's always a great Pokemon to take out, and that's going to give me the early lead. So nice job there, Aurorus. Now, in comes the Katana. Now, they probably thought, well, they're probably not going to swap out Aurorus, right? Because Aurorus is go down to the Stealth Rock damage. I would rather go down to the Stealth Rock damage than give Katana a +1 Beast Boost, right? So what I thought here, let's go into Salazzle. I know they're probably going to go for a Steel or a Grass type move. I doubt they go for something else here. And here comes the predictable Leaf Blade under the Veil. So it does nothing to my Salazzle, and I take very minimal damage beside the Stealth Rock, right? So taking some more Hail damage, I thought, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot because they may swap here, and then I can go for maybe Endure later on after the Hail is gone. So getting that +2 in a special takedown. Unfortunately, they did not swap, and they went for a Giga Impact here, and that is going to take my Salazzle. That's unfortunate. It is unfortunate losing Salazzle. I did think they swapped, but, it is what it is. The only advantage there means, they are going to get a +1 attack, right? But they are not going to be able to do anything for a turn. So I thought, okay, I need a fast Pokemon, and I need a Pokemon that can take them out before that recharge wears off, or just be able to 2-hit KO them from here. So I thought, let's go into Zeraora, right? This is my speedy Zeraora. This has obviously got timid nature on it, or whatever the nature it had. I think it had naive nature, and we got the special attack drop there, and we got the special attack rise, right? So it's a 2-hit KO against the little paper, but it's like almost like a little origami. Actually, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's like a certain origami. And it's not a crane. I can't remember what the name of it is anyway. Like, I used to make them as a kid. It was pretty fun, actually. You fold different sorts of paper up. So anyway, that's going to go down to getting rid of that Beast Boost nuisance. And in comes the Nihilego here. So I thought, okay, this is actually a prime time to go for the Dynamax here, because I need to hit this thing really, really hard. Zeraora's special attack is not very good at all, so I'm going to need sort of the help of Electric Terrain here. And I thought I might be able to get the Electric Terrain up, get out of Dynamax, and use Rising Voltage, which will be very, very strong under the terrain, right, even with Zeraora's average special attack. So here we're going to go for the Max Lightning on the Nihilego. I expected about a 2-hit KO, and that's about what it was, right? So that was really good. So getting those nice electricity on the field here, I'm thinking, okay, what is this set going to be, right? It's either going to go for a Rock-type move, but that's going to do pretty underwhelming damage. So here comes the Meteor Beam here. As soon as I seen the Meteor Beam, I knew that it would be a Power Herb, right? It's great. It's basically a great combination. You go for the Power Herb, Meteor Beam. If you take the Pokemon out, you get a +1 with Beast Boost, and you also get a +1 from the Meteor Beam itself, which is very, very strong. I get critted under the Veil, and then the Veil wears off. That was so close there. So instead of, after seeing all that damage that happened to me, instead of going for the Rising Voltage combination after the Dynamax, that was my first strategy, I decided to go for the Max Overgrowth to give my Zeraora a little bit of health back, in case the opponent had any priority moves or anything like that, right? And I wanted to sort of extend out my Zeraora's survivability, right? So getting some help back there from the grassy terrain. I was hoping that grassy terrain wouldn't come back. I wouldn't regret actually using that. So in comes the Cinderace here. This has got kind of a couple of Pokemon similar to the first or second battle I had today. So it's going to go for a Libero high jump kick here, and it's going to take me out. So that is definitely Choice Scarf Cinderace there, outspeeding my Zeraora. Nothing I could have done there. It's not like I could have swapped or anything either. So it is what it is. If I had the electric train there up on the field, it didn't really matter too much. I guess the only bad thing is it's going to get some health recovery after that Stealth Rock damage. So swapping in Aurorus here. Aurorus is pretty much useless here. It's going to go down to the Stealth Rock there. That's unfortunate. I wish it would have lived because I could have got the Hail up and that might have negated some of the grassy terrain. Anyway, we're going to go into our Zygarde here because I don't think they were predicting a bind bulky Zygarde, right? This Zygarde set too. This was a max health and max defense set. So we're going to go for the Dragon Breath here on the Cinderace, hoping for a Scummy Paralysis, and I get it the first go, which is absolute fire. So even with the Choice Scarf and the Cinderace, I know that it's going to still outspeed me, but I was hoping for like a Paralyze or maybe a high jump kick. Miss right. So they're going to go for yet another high jump kick there. That's their third high jump kick. Almost takes me out there, and I'm going to get that Sandstorm up, right? I need to get that sand on the field to do some extra damage, right? And when the grassy terrain is over, that'll do some nice damage in itself there with the bind combination, right? So I can go for a rest there, but before I'm going to go for rest, I'm going to get that nice little health back there from the Power Construct on the Zygarde, which is going to be very, very good. This is such a cool animation. Probably one of the coolest sort of form-changing, I guess you could say form-changing animations in the game there. So we're going to get all the way back to nearly half health there, just another health bar pretty much. And here comes another high jump kick. That's the fourth high jump kick, I think, in a row. I managed to live that one and get a rest off here. Now, I've got the Chesto Berry as the item, so I'm going to just wake up right away. So all that damage the Cinderace did to me is now gone, and I'm in a little bit of a stronger position than I was before, right? I'm quite bulky, right? It's perfect Zygarde, a very, very cool Pokemon, so I had to use this. I love this Pokemon. The design of it's really nice. At the start, when I seen it, I was like, I don't know if I like that, but I've actually really grown to like its interesting design there. Sort of looks like a transformer in a way. So here comes another high jump kick. I think that's high jump kick number 5. And I'm going to go for a bind here. So we got the bind damage and we got the sandstorm damage here, which is going to be really good. And Cinderace can't escape either. So it's locked into high jump kick at the moment. It can't use any other moves. So I thought if I get maybe 1 or 2 paralysis now, that'd be great. And we can take it out. So here comes another high jump kick. I think that's 6 high jump kicks in a row now. And I just went for another rest. I thought, sure, this Cinderace has to get paralyzed sometime. So even if it gets paralyzed once, right, I'm going to be able to take it out in a couple of turns anyway. So by the time it goes down right to the sandstorm and bind damage, Zygarde would have opened its peepers and we would have been, awake again for more action. So here comes another high jump kick. I think that's 7 now in a row. Actually, you know what? That hasn't even been paralyzed once after the dragon. Like, it actually hasn't been paralyzed once, and it's never missed once. That's actually really lucky. So here comes another one. That was 8 in a row. Never got paralyzed once. Never missed once. That's actually really, really lucky. Someone throw some mathematics in the comment section there. I want to know what that chance is. I know that's not going to be like super astronomically low, but I think that's very, very. I still think that's quite lucky. Okay, so we got a Zygarde here. Not a Zygarde, a Yavato. Sorry, I've got a Zygarde. What planet am I on? So Zygarde's going to slip in there with the Dank Pulse or the Dank Aura, and they're going to go for the Desperation Dynamax. That's the only way to get back into this game, right? Because I've actually been dominating them. So I know they're going to go for probably a Dark type move here, or they could go for a Flying type move. Either one of them, I don't think that I'm going to live. My best bet here would be able to get a Dragon Breath Paralysis off. That would actually be very, very handy, right? I might be able to get like a Paralysis while it's in Dynamax, right? So here comes the Max Darkness here. Now, I've obviously only got a below half health, and that is going to take me out. I was hoping I could just live that one, but Zygarde is going to go down, unfortunately, there. And I can see why. It's got a Life Orb attached to it, guys. Yvarnal's such a weak Pokemon. How are they this good at using him? All right, I'm going to swap my Eevee now. It's prime time to go for a big old Retaliate. But then I thought, no. I'm going to swap Eevee out and do a little bit of a bait swap, right? And go into Guzzlord. I know they're probably going to go for a Dark type move, Max Darkness. I'm hoping they will there. And I'm going to go into Guzzlord. Now, that'll force them to go for another move after this, and their Dynamax will be gone, right? There's no way Eevee is going to be able to scratch the surface why this thing is in Dynamax, right? So they went for the predictable Max Darkness again. Unfortunately, I got a special defense drop there, and unfortunately, they're running like a super good Pokemon. So Galsord is going to go down there. Nothing I could have done. And all I've got left now is my EV. So EV is going to be going for a Choice Scarf or a Retaliate. That's my only play here. And they do have one other Pokemon after that too. So into EV now, taking some damage. There's no way that I can live one hit from Yvonne. It's way too powerful. This EV is max attack and max speed, right? So we got the Choice Scarf attached, and we got the Retaliate coming its way. I do outspeed, and I get the Retaliate against the Yvonne there. It just fails to take it out. But the great thing is here, it actually is going to take me out, but the Life Orb damage is going to take the Yvonne out. And that, my friends, is a 1-0. Their last Pokemon was a Regieleki, but boy, did my team push theirs. Like, their team was a lot better. Hope you people enjoyed both those battles. I'll catch you maybe tomorrow for another video, and peace out.